Bel Air. Did you like it? Did you love it? Have you seen it? Let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about it. I am D Mace, your ranter. Welcome to D Mace's The Rant. And today we're going to talk about the show Bel Air. Bel Air. It's actually been out for a couple of years now, based largely on the 90s sitcom that starred Will Smith, which everybody loves. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I don't know anybody that doesn't love Fresh Prince of Bel Air. You know, but upon hearing about this first time, I guess maybe about a couple of years ago, at first I was kind of like side-eyeing it because I was kind of like, I'm not sure I really want to do this because some shows and some movies you really don't want to see rebooted. You want to just kind of let the classic just be what it is and let it stay in infamy in the past and in history. So you say leave it alone. And that's kind of what my mindset was like leave this alone, let it alone, let it alone. It was good for what it was when it was. Really didn't have an interest in seeing it. However, after some time, I was sitting here just clicking and flipping through, and that just popped up. And I said, you know what, let me go ahead and give this show a chance to see what this is actually about. Well, to my surprise, I actually enjoyed it. It was actually very enjoyable. I give it about a number 8. I see an 8. I give it 8 stars. So it was pretty good. Um, One of the things that I did like is how they updated it. Of course, they brought it to today's standards, 2023 to the 2020s. They brought it to that standard. Social media and everything that's going on with it with regards to today. They did stay true to the fact of how he came to Bel Air, how he got into California was because of a situation that took place in Philadelphia. The thing I liked about that, and we will talk about what I liked and what I disliked about it, but the thing I did like about that is how they framed that story. So in the old 90s show, he said, I got into one little fight. My mom's got scared, so you moving with your auntie and uncle with Bel Air. So anyway, that was based off of a fight. But this situation was a little deeper, where some really heavy-hitting drug dealers was involved, and he shot a gun. Didn't shoot anybody, but he shot a gun, and it looked like he was the person who was, doing a lot of the troublemaking, I guess, for lack of a better word. So anyway, with this drug dealer was after him now because he's like, I'm going to kill him. So I like how they frame that story around that to get him to Bel Air because his mother did get afraid. She was like, they're not going to let this thing go. This drug dealer's after him. And, they are relentless. Drug dealers are relentless. They will keep going until they get you, till you get everybody around you. So his mother was like, look, we got to do something. So she calls, we know the story. She calls her sister Vivian, and they get Will there to Bel Air to get him out of that atmosphere. Love that part of it. The interesting thing about this is that now, because of this, and if you have not seen the show, I'm going to let you know, spoiler alert, which it's been on for some time now. You probably have seen it. If you haven't seen it, you just don't want to see it. But anyway, so spoiler alert. So Uncle Phil, he does some little maneuvers, some little underhanded stuff to get Will out of jail and get him from facing jail time. And there were some things that were kind of unethical, I will say, that would go against him as a lawyer, as an attorney, as a a rather prominent attorney there. But for the sake of his wife and the family and things like that, he did this thing, which got him out of trouble and got him to Bel Air. Now they were trying to keep this thing down and keep this on a hush, like, okay, this can get us into some big trouble. Anyway, so I did love that whole continuity of that part of it, him coming there. With regards to the characters, um, I did like Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a spy, man. Like, and he's not a spy on the show, but I mean, just how he is in this show, he's like a spy, man. Like, that person who's always a couple steps ahead and investigating stuff and known for stuff. Like, he has a past of being this gangster type dude that everybody knew in London. So that story's kind of developing as well. But like, Jeffrey is that dude. Like, if you want to know something, you want to get something done, Jeffrey will get it done for you. Jeffrey is the person that you will not get stuff over on. Jeffrey's always a couple steps ahead of everybody. Love that part of it. But it's just some interesting dynamics there with regards to that Jeffrey and Phil and Vivian and things of that nature. So I did like that also. The thing I didn't see coming was Carlton is a drug addict. Carlton's hooked on cocaine. He's a drug addict, man. So you see the development of that. That's really wild. Will, of course, is fun loving, but at the same time very cocky and also very angry too, because he's still angry with the fact that his father wasn't there and he's trying to figure all these things out. Marlon Wayans plays his father, which was pretty interesting to see. So yeah, so it's a really good show. Hillary, she's the diva of social media. So she's exploding on social media. She's got social media page and all this other kind of stuff going on, and she's becoming well known for her cooking and things of that nature. So that was an interesting dynamic to that. So it's a really good show. I really did enjoy it. I'm all caught up with all of the seasons now, so just waiting for the next one to come through. I sat and binged that for like within a matter of 2 days. It was pretty good, pretty entertaining. The other thing I do like about this is that they have pulled some of the old cast. Well, so far I've only seen two. I've seen the old aunt, not the old Aunt Viv, the new Aunt Viv, the light skinned Aunt Viv. They pulled her in to be another character on the show. And then also they had Ashley, or the former Ashley, to be one of the teachers in this show. So it was really pretty cool to see them holler back to those to the older cast and things like that. So I'm sure they're probably going to be doing more of that. The other thing I did like about this is Jazz. Jazz is my man. He is so cool. Jazz is cool in this. Jazz owns a record shop. He actually owns a couple of businesses, and Jazz just be doing his thing. With him and Will, they're friends, but they're not close like they were in Fresh Prince of Bel Air. They're friends, but they're not that close. That chummy as they were in the show. But you do see their relationship kind of burgeoning and coming forth. So it's a really pretty good show. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to watch it and check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let's talk about it. I did like it. I did really like that. So they have the entire family. You got Phil, you got Vivian, you got Will, you got Hillary, you got Carlton, you got Ashley. I did not like what they did with Ashley. Did not like what they did with Ashley. Um, no tea, no shade to anything with regards to that community. However, um, I just didn't want them to do that to that character. But anyway, I'm not the writer of that show. But anyway, it was a good show. Really good show. Enjoyed it. So those were all the things that I really did enjoy about it. Just a couple of things that I didn't like. The acting kind of went a little south every now and again. But they just beefed it right back on up. Yeah, and the other thing is Lisa, the character that plays Lisa, who was Nia Long in the show. That character, Lisa, she actually starts out being in a relationship with Carlton, which is interesting. And then her and Will get together, and then they break up, and it's kind of off and on type thing happening with that. So it's very interesting, but it's a pretty good show. Check it out, Bel Air. I'm currently watching it on Peacock. I'm not sure, where you would be able to see that, but it's a pretty good show. Very entertaining. And looking forward to seeing some of the old characters pop up as well. Some of the old cast, I should say, pop up on this show as they, begin to bring it forth. The other thing is Jeffrey's son. The Jeffrey's son thing came up in this, and they brought Jeffrey's son in, which was pretty cool. And Jeffrey's son comes, and he's been adopted, by somebody because Jeffrey was living a life that he didn't want his son to be any part of. So, the mother of the child, she gave him up for adoption because she's like, I can't do this by myself. They were young. Anyway, she gives up adoption for him, and he's adopted by this other family. And so when Jeffrey finally gets in touch with his son, this is doing to Phil and Vivian. They get him in touch with his son. And so his son comes and he's looking and he's like feeling like out of place. He's like, okay, well, you were gone all these years. This family, they love you, they need you. You know them, they know you. I don't feel like I even have a place here. But the wonderful thing is they bring that back together, and so they start to bring forth a little relationship. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool show. So just seeing all that working together. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you see that? Do you want to see it? Do you not care about it? Do you like, I think they should have stuck with just the 90s and left that what it is? Let me know what you think. Let's talk about it. Again, I'm D Mace, your ranter. This is D Mace the Rant. Look forward to hearing from you. Like, share, subscribe. Let somebody know that we are here. All right. Have a great Sunday.